This is Fernando reporting for COMA Magazine. I'm sitting here with Mark from VOICECOIL, and we're going to be talking with him tonight about a lot of things. Like, for instance, let's start off with, you just got back from the UK, right? Analog Trash Festival?
That's right, that's right.
How was that?
Unbelievable. I've known the guys at Analog Trash for a few years. Deviant UK, who's also on that label, are very good friends of mine, and I've actually played with them here in the United States several times as their keyboard player.
Nice.
And it was wonderful. It was a great UK debut. We played in Manchester.
How'd you like it out there?
It's really nice. Good food. Great Indian food. Great Indian food.
Oh, wow.
And good beer.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Do they like to serve it warm over there? Or
I didn't get any warm beer, but that is apparently a thing.
Yeah.
I think it's more a German thing.
Okay. And you were all recently on tour with Covenant, weren't you?
We weren't on the full tour. We did several dates.
Okay.
We did a bunch of West Coast stuff with them and Salt Lake City as well, which was fantastic.
Yeah. Good turnout in Salt Lake.
Oh, surprisingly enough, Salt Lake actually has a really good scene.
Cool.
Everything we did with Covenant was with Covenant, so it was a packed house every night.
Always a packed house, I'd imagine.
Yeah, those guys don't have any problems drawing
That's
crowd.
true. Yeah.
But they were really nice. They were great to work with. You know, and the support band on that was the Labyrinth, they were really cool too. Everybody was very friendly, and everybody kind of working together, and everybody watched everybody's sets, and it was a good time.
Very nice. And so this Industrial Arts Fest that we just saw was amazing. Mm-hmm. Your sound was just impeccable. It blew me out of the water. It was like, wow, this is some professional sound here. You know, and you had the whole crowd moving. I mean, it was hot as hell in there, but you were in that suit, staying cool, calm, and collected, making sure people were dancing, and people were dancing, you know, and it was...
I was melting, but it was great.
Well, you were melting from the inside because you couldn't tell, so that was good.
No, it was a wonderful show, and the people that put it on, the promotion group that put it on, that worked in conjunction with me to make that happen, were amazing.
Yeah, that was cool.
First time we've ever played with Assemblage 23.
Yeah, and you definitely kept that stage warm for him, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when he got on there, you know, he was ready
I wasn't
to
going to let Tom have it easy.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was a great festival, and I'm looking forward to the next one, of course, and that's cool. But what about this Dark Arts Festival in Montana that's coming up?
Well, a lot of bands are playing on that festival. God Module, Mordacious. I think Mankind is Obsolete canceled, actually. Several other bands. There's a lot. There's probably 30 bands playing this thing.
Yeah, I know there was a few that canceled and a few that got added on. So are you excited for that?
I am. I think I've never been to Montana ever.
Me neither.
So this should be interesting.
Yeah.
I admit when we got contacted to play the festival, all I could think about was that scene from the Blues Brothers movie where they're in the country bar.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I
just do Rawhide like over and over again. You get a cowboy.
We might do a little Garth Brooks. We'll see. That's all I could think of. And I've been assured that is in fact not going to be the case.
That's not going to happen, right?
So we'll see. It should be interesting.
I'm sure you'll have people coming in from all over the country for that festival. So.
I think so. That's the impression that I've gotten, is that at least from the region. I didn't know there was a scene in Montana at all, but it seems like people are really interested and really excited about it.
That day will definitely be like a collective scene right there, so that's pretty good. And so you're on the Oonscast Files compilation.
I am.
Which is awesome. Your song Pulse is on there, which is cool. And I'm hoping they come out with a couple more compilations soon, you know, and I'm sure they will.
I'm sure Char will. Yeah.
There's some things in the works there.
You're on that comp too, aren't you?
Yeah, EHPH. So it's going to be, hey, two Denver bands on the same compilation, which is cool.
You get your butt out playing live, we'll do a show.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the first time I probably seen you on stage was with Synapse. Okay. You opened up for Christian Death, that was a badass show.
That was a good show.
Oh my God, that was so cool. And that was at the Oriental Theater just recently, like about a year and a half ago?
About a year
ago. Yeah, and that was a great show too. The sound was awesome, very awesome. Christian Death ripped it up, which was really cool, you know. But so you played the new song called Ghosts, and that went rather well. Going back to the Industrial Arts Festival.
Absolutely.
So, any future plans? Any any things in the, any
Oh,
songs in the
so
works?
many
Like,
plans, so many new
Tell,
songs.
tell us about some plans here, Mr. Coyle.
Mr. Oh Jesus, that's a thing now. A lot of the songs actually that we play are playing on this tour. We've got a few more dates on this current tour, and then we've got a big like 24 date tour in the fall with somebody that I can't say.
Oh, that's right.
Yet.
It's still undisclosed.
A lot of the songs that we've been playing are new songs.
Cool.
The new record is probably 3/4 of the way written, maybe even a little more than that. So as soon as we're done with touring, I'm gonna basically lock myself in here and work on the new record and hopefully have that done by the end of the year. And then as to when it'll come out in 2016 will be completely up to the label.
So what are your expectations as far as the direction of the sound of the music? Is it, are you going to stay with your traditional kind of trance dance kind of like a future pop kind of thing going, or
very much so. I mean, it's a little bit the way things are kind of starting to shape up. It's a little bit. It's just a progression of that. I'm a big believer. One of the things that I really like to see from bands between records is an improvement in what they're doing. And I'm always looking for ways to improve my production and my songwriting and all of those things. And I think I'm going to make another jump with the production level with the new record. So it should be interesting. It's going to be the same vibe. Like you said, dance floor, poppiness.
That's cool. And one thing I noticed, you up on stage with your bandmates, I've never seen a guitar like that before. That MIDI guitar, it looks like it has a Chaos pad, and he's just like pounding on it.
It's that was Patrick Hogan, who was also in another band in town here called Faces Under the Mirror.
Nice.
And that was actually...
They were great.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah, they were great.
That was the first time we've ever used that thing.
That thing looked crazy. It didn't even have strings on it or anything.
It's got
weird.
little like ribbon membrane sensor things in the neck for the pitch.
Oh, okay.
And then the different zones on the Chaos pad looking deal are
it lights up and has these cool colors.
It was really neat. I was really nervous about using it.
Yeah.
I just was not 100% sold, but it worked great in rehearsal, and obviously it worked really well live.
Hell yeah. It was something to see, that's for sure, because I've never seen anything like it.
We've got to get a wireless MIDI set up for it, I think. But other than that, I think it went real well. And yeah, it's cool. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I can't play it, but Patrick does a good job.
He looked like he knew what he was doing, so... All right, as far as the Denver scene, we have a thriving music scene out here that I've never seen since I left LA. I mean, it's so big right now. It's like a melting pot of new talent everywhere you go. It's like there's always like an event almost every night of the week. How do you feel about being part of this whole Denver culture here?
Denver is amazing. I agree with you very much that I think that our scene is right up there with places like Los Angeles. We have a huge scene. We do have club nights almost every night of the week, and our weekend nights are unbelievable. Saturday nights at Milk Bar are amazing. Once a month we have Ominous at Trax, which is amazing. And there is a lot of talent here. You're absolutely right. There are a lot of fantastic bands, and we have bands like Kill Minus 9, Faces Under the Mirror,
Necroconstruct.
There's a lot of really talented people here.
Great bands out here.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of these guys are gonna. I think we're gonna see in the next couple of years a lot of the talent here getting picked up by labels, and I certainly hope so. Anyway,
it's good. You go to Milk Bar, and I know, like on any given night, you'll be out there in your suit, you'll be talking to people, making things happen, just showing face, and
I'm a very social
awesome.
person.
Yeah, I can tell.
And I like going out and just going clubbing and hanging out with people. And
that's how you make connections. That's how things happen. Just getting out there, which is really cool.
Well, and I don't really dance at clubs. Every once in a while, maybe once or twice a year, I'll dance. No, I like to go out and be social and hang out with people and
that's
drink and
way cool. And just be social, It's a scene out here, and
we have a great scene. Like I said, it's fantastic.
And I'm glad, I'm glad to be a part of living here and seeing all this go down. And one last thing I wanted to talk about was you have a new album that you're going to be working on, right? That's coming out soon. We're
going to start. It's going to come out next year. As to when, I don't know.
Okay. Fair enough.
as soon as we get done with our larger tour in the fall, I'm gonna, as I said, lock myself in the studio and try and crank this thing out. The record is going to be called Inertial Fault.
Okay.
And as to, I don't know, we're between labels right now, so I don't know who's going to release it. All of those details are yet to be worked out. But it's going to be a little bit, I think it's going to be a little bit more fast-paced than the last record.
Cool.
Just things are going to be a little bit faster, a little bit more kind of...
Some refreshing
boom, boom.
from the last one. And
Absolutely. I mean, it's not really that much of a departure from the last record.
maybe a little
It's
evolution.
progression, but just a lot faster, and there are some other elements to it. There's some glitch elements and stuff I've been playing with as well, which you guys heard a little bit of at the show. And
Cool. Okay, so keep your eye out for Inertial Fault, the new album that's going to be coming out by VOICECOIL.
2016.
Thank you very much, Mark from VOICECOIL, for the interview.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
for your
very
time.
much for your time. This is Fernando reporting for COMA. Out.